Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, and we are working on our Tau quest campaign. I think we should bring it to a close today. We just have to wait for the last of the enemy neutrals to be summoned in and survive their evasion. We've got Drukhari that are somewhat running over and crossing into our battle lines. I think the bigger thing is the Tau and the Drukhari are fighting. And then unfortunately I never did get to kind of push down this way to start getting some of these resources back. But at this point in time it's kind of a moot point, as we should just be able to win by holding the line, since the Drukhari do not seem to be attacking me in such severe forces that it's stopping me from being able to advance. I mean, they just kind of run up like that and get themselves killed to the Overwatch. Now, as you can see, I only got 2 bases going on this entire campaign, which is a bit of a bummer. Really, I would have liked to have more than this, but I could just never get it up and running since we had the Tyranids over here the whole time, and then they also expanded down this way, and that stopped me from being able to go there. And then the Tau were all the way to here, and I was worried if they made any aircraft they would see my base, but you know, if we were doing a more competitive non-quest victory, I would have built a base here and another one down here and pushed these guys back a little bit and been more engaged in the battles. Whereas with the quest victory, it's usually just a war of attrition waiting for the enemy neutral units to get themselves killed.
XV-25 stealth teams, prepped and awaiting assignment.
I guess if nothing else, it does give the advantage to force us to go through all this research check tree to be able to see what all of that says. So the stealth suits. For some foes, the only hint of danger is a slight sensor ghost or the unnerving feeling of being watched. For others, there is no warning at all before the world lights up with a chattering burst cannons and a hissing fusion blasters. Flickering out from amid their camouflage fields come the Tau stealth suits, their point-blank salvos chopping enemy infantry into steaming offal and blowing their armored vehicles sky high.
We will maintain our superiority. Scanning for targets. Skyray here. XV-104 at your command.
Alright, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Systems magnified. I fear no enemy. XV-104 at your command. At your service. Understood. Missiles primed.
Damn. I'm really not going to be able to kill him.
Position designated.
Here we go. We'll just attack, I guess. Kind of hate to do it that way.
A storm is brewing. Do you have a target for us? We have our target. Firing. Our missiles will make short work of them.
Alright.
Requested firepower, Commander. Storm surge is on the move. Understood. A storm is brewing. Skyray here. A storm is brewing. Heavy weapons platform online.
Alright. Counter defense system. And then we do not have the next one, but we do have this, so we can do that. Because it'll force up our population a little bit. Yeah, I almost wish they would attack me a little bit, then it'd be at least a little more challenging. Because right now it's like a slow death by 1,000 cuts. It's like, spend a couple of minutes doing our turn, spend a couple of minutes waiting for the AI to move. Yeah, see, we're sub 200 for our influence now. Because I think it's 200 something. Well, no, that won't be 200 something because it's like, what, 30 something? So almost 100 influence to get one of our vehicles fully kitted out with all this equipment. Alright. Gravity waves.
The storm surge is ready. No opponent shall pass. No opponent shall pass. Do you have a target for us? Scanning for targets. I fear no enemy. You requested firepower, Commander.
Alright, so we got that. Now you're up and running. So let's get this stuff up.
Support system installed.
Alright, and we'll have to do this as well, since we're running out of population there. Which is not good, actually. Alright, that's going to help your loyalty. So actually, I need to start getting my influence up or I'm not going to be able to afford my upgrades. Alright, keep pushing around here. We got pretty much a nice overwatch wall. That if they just keep trickling forces into us, they can't really do anything to us. Yeah, I just really wish it would give you like a countdown for how many. Now, I guess their counter to that is as well, we can't give you a countdown because it's not just survive X amount of turns, it's wait for us to spawn everybody in and then kill everybody. And so you can actually do it a little bit faster if you kill everybody versus letting them run around on the map a little bit themselves. But again, if you just had massive swarms of a whole army coming in, it wouldn't be dragged out like this. Now, I don't think they are planning on most people playing it on the impossible campaign like what I like to do, so it, you know, there wouldn't be thousands of movements happening. But yeah, it just makes it painful these last 10 to 20 turns of the campaign. But I'll create a guide with the Tau just as a refresher since I now have gone through this campaign again to get it through. As you can see, I really do like having the storm surges and the missile array guys here.
Reactive AI targeting systems awaiting upload.
So the AI sensor suits incorporate predictive logic circuits to ensure that all assaulting enemies are met with a withered hail of fire.
Our missiles will make short work of them. You requested firepower, Commander.
Well, let's just do something like that, I guess.
Shall pass. Heavy weapons platform online.
Let's move you up to here.
For the greater good, end their arrogance.
Let's see if I can just push this
I await
further.
my target. It shall be locked down.
'Cause I'm sick of waiting.
We end their onslaught here. Like chaff before the wind.
We must act as one. This place is under Tau protection.
Skyray here. Missiles primed. Commencing bombardment. Relocating. At your service. Defensive weaponry engaged. Don't worry, we on our way.
Alright, commander's down. I was actually kind of hoping that was gonna
Ballistic suit
trigger the
powered up.
end. But that does not seem to be the case.
Fire support en route. Our missiles will make short work of them.
Yeah. So they still got other guys around here,
You
unfortunately.
requested firepower.
Alright, so loyalty, and population. And then let's get you to here and maybe start building some better stuff. Let's get a couple of storm surges going. And get the tide wall, gun rig. So, yeah, it really depends on what kind of resources you have nearby. I mean, if those frickin' Tyranids hadn't been over here and taken all that grassland, then I could have had an army of Riptides going here, or Broadsides going too. I just don't have the food to be able to support that. That's what I was supposed to do by coming down here, is, you know, hopefully getting more ore here to keep pushing, and then ideally would have been able to have some desert over here with some food to help me continue to produce things, but definitely got hampered here towards the end. But yeah, unfortunately this Avert City just does nothing against the Impossible AI because they have plus 100 loyalty per city, so obviously dropping it by 4 is not going to do anything.
Tidewall gun rig emplacements, ready for manufacture.
Alright, with its built-in rail weaponry, the Tidewall gun rig provides firepower to deal with the heavy enemy assault units or advancing ranks of armor. Manned by hard-eyed fire warriors, these mobile turrets mount devastating railguns that are more than capable of ripping apart enemy tanks or monstrous beasts with volleys of hypersonic rounds.
You requested firepower, Commander. At your service.
Alright, I keep hoping that this is going to be the final turn.
Skyray here. Skyray copies. Understood. Scanning for targets. Heavy weapons platform online. A storm is brewing. Heavy weapons platform online.
We shall never fall.
A storm is brewing. You requested firepower, Commander. Heavy weapons platform online. It shall be locked down.
Well, let's do something like that, I guess.
Primed. Shifting position. Missiles primed. Skyray copies.
Alright, and for you, I was going to start getting this influence. 2, 3. And then we're going to need loyalty up here. Let's see here. 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. So we're going to need actual additional barracks too. Let's get the hammerhead. kind of hoping if I pushed out a little bit, I might get to their enemy faction a little bit quicker to help me kill them. Hopefully what that doesn't do is just push it further out. Yeah, I don't feel like really anything has happened between the Tau and the Drukhari here. I'm not quite sure what the hell is going on there. But as you can see, it's important to focus on your ore and your energy, so that way you can get your elite tier units out, your vehicles, and your...
TX-7 hammerheads are now ready for manufacture.
Hammerhead gunships glide into battle like predatory beasts. As they advance, their massive turret armaments traverse smoothly. Railguns and ion cannons sweep left to right as they hunt for targets. The moment a suitable victim presents itself, firing solutions are calculated in the blink of an eye. Power surges as gravitic stabilizers kick in with a bass hum, and the hammerheads loose a lethal fury of their arsenal upon the foe.
The final word is ours.
Skyray here.
Commander, do you have a target for us? At your service. Fire support. Relocating. Skyray here. Relocating. Firing salvo. Razor shock heading out.
Oof.
Releasing Seekers. A storm is brewing. It shall be locked down. The Earth Guard has done well. Do you have a target for us? Understood. No opponent shall pass. Missiles primed.
I think I'm probably...
You requested firepower, Commander. Ballistic suit powered up.
The cautious warrior treads carefully.
Proceeding. Heavy weapons platform online. Proceeding. The final word is ours.
Okay.
Transitioning to new location. Send the barrage. Missiles primed. Reactors at maximum. Shifting to a new position. Do you have a target for us?
Alright, drone controller.
Installation complete.
Alright, and we'll get you up and running.
The ranks of the Tau grow fast. Battlesuit upgraded. Heavy weapons platform online.
Alright, we are running out of influence though. We definitely gotta kind of slow our roll on that aspect. Because this is costing 40 for one population. So I guess that means we're just not gonna get weapon mods anymore.
You requested firepower, Commander. At your service.
Alright. We've got to be getting close to this being towards the end. Now, what I should have done is just gone with mass cadres to increase my loyalty further. And then that would allow me to, because effectively every cadre you get is like the free influence building, and then you don't have to worry about stacking up massive amounts of utopia penalties in your cities. I just didn't have the resources for it. And then with the commanders, with doing the story campaign, you can get her cooldown to 1 turn. So you can spam that damage resistance and then increase damage or accuracy. So if you get a bunch of those commanders going, you can just spam the abilities every 3
The
turns.
Monja, the rebel human giants, are exterminated. Our Earthcast technicians push through their horror to study the twisted metal, to understand the dark technology that drove the metal beast to war. But it is useless. Crucial elements are missing, seemingly evanesced.
The storm surge is ready.
Alright, this might actually be victory?
Advanced pilot
No.
or drone interfaces ready for installation.
Research done. A drone controller acts as the interface between the Firecast operator and the AI battle programs of a nearby drone.
Receiving.
Alright, well, let's get you over to here.
Skyray here. Confirming move order. No opponent shall pass.
Alright, well, let's move you up a little bit.
Time to bring the thunder. Understood. We will show them the raw light of Tau. Heavy weapons platform online. Target acquired. Heavy weapons platform online.
Alright, well,
Proceeding.
let's go
Await
hunting
my
here.
target. No opponent shall pass. AI targeting systems engaged. You requested firepower, Commander.
Alright, let's get that going.
A storm is brewing.
I am here.
The Earthcast has done well. You requested firepower, Commander. No opponent shall pass.
Alright, well, let's do
For
that.
power, we end their onslaught here. Like a great tide, we shall sweep them away. Reactors at maximum. Confirming move order. Commencing bombardment.
Alright, I'm trying to help these
Missile
guys.
volleys now.
It's because I'm so sick of dealing with them.
Confirming move order. Missile volley now. Ballistic suit powered up. Do you have a target for us?
Alright, we'll move you up to here.
En route. Missiles primed.
So I don't want to pull you back too
Confirming
far.
move order. Shifting to a new
Because then if
position.
guys come and... Let's get you your movement.
Customization request.
Heavy weapons platform online.
Alright, snooze. Well, do I really have to? I don't think I do, actually. Get the crisis suits. Let's just push out, I guess. All right. So they're definitely here. Well, looks like I actually do need to pull back a little bit. I think I might have bit off more than I can chew. here. I was so excited to finally get to do some attacking. We've almost got guys killed already.
XV8 crisis teams standing by for deployment.
Alright, whether leaping into battle from low atmosphere or bounding towards the foe with their jump jets flaring, XV8 crisis battlesuits make for a truly inspiring sight. Heroes of the Tau Empire, these elite Shasoi, I think is how you say it, have every high-tech weapon and support system at their disposal as they cut deep into the enemy lines with guns blazing. Salvos of missiles and plasma fire tear heavy infantry to pieces and vaporize their armored support. Gouts of superheated flame and whirling volleys of burst cannon fire sweep lesser enemies away like the autumn leaves upon a gale.
I await my target. Look at them cower. Destroy them.
Finish them off!
Like tiny little insects. Destroy them.
Let's do that.
Shield drone. I shall lead the way. Securing location.
The Earth cast has done well. No opponent shall
Alright, you pull back.
The final word is ours.
Firing salvo. We strike. Fire support. Fire support en route.
We are the hammer of the Tau Bar. Transitioning to new location. No opponent shall pass.
Let's do that. Let's do this.
The Tau Bar cannot be denied.
Engaging smart missiles. Skyray here.
Alright, you attack here.
Our missiles will make short work of them. At your service.
Razor Shark here. Another to add to my tally. Razor Shark heading out. You requested firepower, Commander. Like tiny little insects. End their arrogance.
Skyray here. Locked on. Firing. Launching seekers.
No opponent shall pass.
Understood.
A storm is brewing. Understood.
Pull you up over here.
Skyray here. At your service.
A storm is brewing. Heavy weapons platform online. Like a great tide, we shall sweep them away. AI targeting systems engaged.
Scanning for targets. Missiles away. Engaging smart missiles. Launch seeker barrage.
Reactors at maximum. Like chaff before the wind. Launch destroyer missiles. It shall be locked down. AI targeting systems engaged. We will show them the raw light of Tau. Lay waste.
At your service. Understood. At your service. Confirming move order.
Alright, well, we're pushing out, but I'm not sure it's the smartest decision. Guess let's just take that. We'll get the devilfish. We're continuing to kill these guys.
Heavy weapons
Probably
platform
come up
online.
here and try to kill you, I would imagine.
A storm is brewing.
which will be unfortunate. Alright, hopefully the tower over here somewhere. See, I'm killing enough of them now that they're getting aggroed onto me instead of the other Tau. Yeah, see, now I'm seen as the major threat. These guys are already over here too. Come on, brother Tau. Fight. Let's kill these guys. Really? Out of all these guys, you want to shoot me?
Devilfish transports, ready for manufacture.
Alright. Skimming swiftly across the battlefield, the TY-7 Devilfish glides between smoking wrecks and blazing ruins, boosting over corpse-choked waterways and yawning ravines as it closes in on its objective. A resilient and versatile transport, it is a devilfish that affords the firecast the mobility they need to fight war in the Tau way. Formations of devilfish bear breacher teams into the heart of the foe to execute the final stages of the Manka strike. It is a devilfish that rapidly relocate fire warriors to the new coordinates as part of each grand strategic maneuver, or punch through the enemy lines with guns blazing to extract Pathfinder teams before they can be overwhelmed.
Ballistic suit powered up. Unleashing weapons.
Skyray copies. Commencing bombardment. We strike.
We will anchor the battle line. You requested firepower, Commander.
At your service.
Heavy weapons platform online. Like terror before the wind. Ballistic suit powered up.
Oh, well, you want to shoot there.
Opponent shall pass.
Won't stop you.
Shifting to a new position.
Zone designated for area denial. Launch destroyer missiles. Transitioning to new location. They shall be cut down. I await my target. All power to weapons. Transitioning to new location.
Skyray here.
Well, I think you're pretty
I await
dead.
my target. Understood. Like tiny little insects.
Missiles primed.
Ballistic suit powered up. Reactors at maximum. Unleashing weapons.
Alright.
Confirmed.
Let's do
Prepare
range
yourselves.
damage reduction.
Watch for enemy fire. Eliminating hostile units. We must act as one.
You got that ring, so I guess we'll use it.
No opponent shall pass. The final word is ours.
Skyray copies. Initiate defensive action.
Alright, let's do that.
Firing.
to give you a little defensive bonus.
Yes, a suitable position.
Missiles primed. Shifting to a new position. Skyray copies. At your service. Missiles primed.
I fear no enemy.
Alright, well, let's get you this stuff. And I guess let's start getting you some more influence. And you get me the food. And come over here. Let's get the Krutox Riders.
Battlesuit upgraded.
Alright, and let's try to keep you alive.
Completed. Additional functions online.
That'll help you get past the zone of control.
Fire support.
I await my target. I await my target.
Alright, well,
Heavy weapons platform.
I don't think we're killing more of them than they're able to produce, unfortunately. Especially if my frickin' Tau AI guys are not going to be pushing as well. Alright, is there anybody left? I mean, honestly, with all these turns, this probably whole area of the screen is probably full of their units.
Krutox Riders have pledged to fight by our side.
Alright, surging from the undergrowth with their rifles blazing, the warriors of carnivore squads fall upon the victims with feral shrieks. In their midst slumber massive Krutoxes, gunners perched upon their backs as they direct sawing bursts of heavy fire into the foe.
Missiles primed. Shifting to a new position. Firing salvo. Where are we needed? Neutralizing threat. Do you have a target for us? Our missiles will make short work of them. Do you have a target for us?
Alright, you heal.
Do you have a target for us?
You are
Skyray
here.
Position designated. Drive them back.
Not a problem.
Alright, let's get you overcharged to do more damage.
Weapon systems,
Let's do
Megafight.
that.
Engaging target.
Still not enough to get the kill.
No opponent shall pass. Heavy weapons platform online. The final word is ours. We will show them the raw might of Tau.
Let's do that.
For power, we end their onslaught here,
Here.
like tiny little insects. power to weapons.
Skyway here.
A storm is brewing. Like a great tide, we shall sweep them away. Destroy them.
Keep trying to kill everybody.
Shifting to a new position. Launching seekers. Customization request.
The Earth cast has done well. We are the hammer of the Tauva. AI targeting systems engaged.
How the heck did you get to level 8?
Is brewing. We are the hammer of the Tauva. The final word is ours.
Annihilate them.
Like a great tide, we shall sweep them away. They have no chance.
The Tauva demands it.
Heavy weapons platform online. Look at them cower. Transitioning to new location. Time to bring the thunder.
Fire support. Missile volley now. Launching seekers. Firing salvo. Missiles primed. Launch seeker barrage. Missile
shooting.
volley now.
Oh man. I mean, I'm killing lots of guys, but I just don't feel like I'm making much progress here.
I serve the Empire.
Heavy weapons platform online.
Do you have a target for us?
Alright, well, let's end turn. We're gonna have to pull back. These guys probably will have to pull back here too now. Yeah, he's down. That guy's gonna be down too. But that's okay, you know. Losing those guys to be able to afford more storm surges is not the end of the world. Good. Now do not shoot me. I am sitting here trying to save you.
Pathfinder teams, ready and awaiting deployment.
Alright, no image epitomizes the essence of the greater good quite like the courageous Pathfinder holding his marker beam upon a distant, crucial target even as his own position is overrun by the foe. Indeed, the entire mission of the Pathfinders is a strategic embodiment of the Tauva, For their key role is not to engage the enemy in person, but to optimize the abilities of their comrades so that they can strike with maximum effectiveness. To this end, Pathfinders carry marker lights that are regularly accompanied by a variety of highly specialized drones that serve as fire support and drop beacons.
Fire support. Locked on. Firing.
Zone designated for area denial.
Alright, let's just pull you back.
Surge is on the move. You requested firepower, Commander.
Commander. Releasing Seekers.
Nova reactor stable.
Skyray here. Firing salvo. Relocating.
You requested firepower, Commander.
Alright, let's keep
Installation
I
this
await
going.
my target. They shall be cut down. Destroy them.
At your service. Scanning for targets. Skyray here. Defensive weaponry engaged.
Yes, a suitable
You
position.
can pull back.
Transitioning to new location. Transitioning to new location. A storm is brewing. Heavy weapons platform online. Like tiny little insects. You requested firepower, Commander. Like a great tide, we shall sweep them away.
Alright,
Keep to
range
cover.
damage
I'm moving for
reduction.
cover. Yield and submit.
The final word is ours. Lay waste.
XV8 standing by. Shifting to a new position. Skyray here. Skyray copies.
No opponent shall pass. For the greater good.
Position designated. Firing salvo.
EMP grenade. Alright, I mean, we're doing some damage, but... I mean, what, we're killing 6-7 guys a turn? They can outproduce that for sure.
A storm is brewing.
Alright, let's see. I'm pulling you back. I was hoping to just give the Tau a little breather there to push out. Holy moly. Alright, hopefully that guy will attack here. There we go, good. I hate to give this up for that 10% bonus HP, but... Alright, we gotta be getting close.
EMP grenades distributed. Their systems will stand no chance.
Alright, EMP grenades release electromagnetic pulses that damage enemy vehicles.
Missiles primed. Do you have a...
These Guela elite stand twice the height of a Tau warrior, even of the Firecast, and bear primitive but effective augmentation, both biological and mechanical. Follow the teachings of the Monarchai. Engage them only at distance and withdraw before they can close with you. On Dark watches with you as Coldflame dies. He tells you that you should be happy, that she was a traitor, that her death clears your name, that you are free from your bonds of oath and fealty. You smile and nod, but inside you, something breaks. The Ethereal is gloating. He says you'll be able to make use of the technology inside the planet soon, that this world will become a beacon for the greater good. He talks of finally supplanting Onvar. You feel like you can't but be happy for him. And yet, inside, your broken bond burns, eating away at your reason. In your meditation later, you twist your bonding knife over and over, careless of the cuts it inflicts. Away from On Dark, you can only think of her empathy, her courage, her sacrifice. The Cold Flame Rebellion does not end here.
Well, until you get mind controlled again.
Gladius Prime and the device at its heart now works for the greater good. The Cold Flame Rebellion has been suppressed. Those who supported her have been purged or re-educated. The auxiliary races, the Guela, the Tau, doesn't need them. The greatest good is to work for the good of those most capable of being good. The Tau only needs the Tau themselves.
Alright, so we have Space Marines. Interesting. Alright, so it looks like my little Tau brothers here were getting double teamed by Space Marines and the Drukhari. And they were just sending little cohorts off to attack me while this was running in. Yeah, so they're continually trickling guys down here, so that would have stopped me. This actually would have been an extremely difficult situation to be in, because I would have had to try to creep up here, try to bypass them, and still had to fight to get in here to be able to start attacking. So yeah, this would have been probably a disaster campaign had I been trying to do a total victory, which would have been not good. Alternatively, you know, we could have all been fighting here. Yeah, I don't think I would have even killed the Tau, because then these guys would have just slammed into me, because I don't think the Space Marines are going to have enough forces to stop these endless swarm of Drukhari that are over here. It's just that damage reduction is just so incredible that nobody can really kill their guys. Because they have, what, 4 bases? Yeah. And I really have no way of getting back here to be able to attack. I suppose maybe I could get a bunch of tiger fish or whatever they're called to fly back there and start attacking bases and trying to kill them from the back, but that would have been an absolute nightmare. So yeah, this would have been a bad campaign, but then I also wouldn't have been fixated on getting knocked back here so much had I not been doing the quest victory. But definitely a little bit of a frustrating situation here, not being able to expand. It was definitely causing me this issue where it's like, okay, I need to have more energy, I need to have more loyalty. I'm not getting the loyalty because I'm suffering worsening Utopia. So that definitely can be frustrating. I probably should have just built one of each building just to get the Utopia bonus, because I think that gets you quite a bit there. But I didn't know if the loyalty itself made more sense once you have it fully upgraded or not. But our guys are at least strong enough that they can take some hits while killing these guys, but not a good situation for sure. Very interesting that it kind of ended up this way here. But yeah, I should have gotten cadres going too, in retrospect. I just was so worried about not having a food source. I didn't want to get all those guys going because I need to get my cities up and running. And I was thinking, oh, I'll get, you know, a third, maybe a fourth city. But I could never really pull it off, because then once it starts summoning in those neutrals, and they're just attacking me at every direction. I didn't want, you know, a storm surge to show up right next to my new base, and because then a couple attacks and that new base is going to be absolutely destroyed. And if not, then the damage it suffers will affect the loyalty, which will slow the productivity and just create a big situation here. But we were able to do good amounts of damage. I really liked having that vector there. It really helped the movement quite a bit, and then being able to avoid those zone of control, let them continually get back to the base to try to heal. You know, obviously I would have had ethereals going to be able to heal a little bit more, since he can heal and buff monstrous creatures, which those storm surges are, as are the tiger plane things that would have been available, and they could also take a hit and would help me push through. But that's what's so difficult about these Drukhari, is just everybody gets damage reduction, and then just nobody from the AI can kill them, because they just don't do single units like the Devastator Centurions, which can easily cut through a lot of these Drukhari forces here, because they just do a mix, and then for whatever reason the AI seems to be programmed to do a large proportion of Primaris. So I'll be curious to see the Space Marine makeup there, but the Drukhari could have easily killed those guys given that mix. And then pretty much the Drukhari are just getting nullified by the Tau, because the Tau are just going to go and summon a bunch of drones, and that's going to overwhelm the Drukhari's ability to attack everybody. But they may or may not be able to follow it up with attacks themselves, so definitely a bad situation here. But as you requested, you wanted to see what the Tau could do, and I have completed this campaign for you. So let's take a look at our final victory here. Yeah, our score is abysmal towards the bottom here. Definitely not great. We're not even contenders for Space Marines, Tau, or Drukhari, which are continuing in their ascendancy, just starting to slowly come down, but the Tau are going down worse. Our economy just never was able to get off the ground because we couldn't get those other cities going. Military-wise, we are kind of slowly pushing up a little bit, but really nothing compared to anybody else. Research slowly just kind of trended up as we were getting stuff going. And then for us, we got 60 units, took 2,100 damage, dealt 9,000, got 15,000 resources, and that's what makes it so hard with these loyalties, is we're not getting those resource bonuses, whereas you can look at the resources that the other factions are getting. I mean, they're having almost 4 times as much. I mean, these guys had 65,000 resources. Our Tau brother have 62,000, even though they're not even pushed out as much as the Drukhari are. The Drukhari were limited due to the fact that they needed to have those webway gates to be able to make their city, whereas the Tau did not. And then the Space Marines, even with their limited stuff, because they have, you know, the bottom quarter of this map here, even they are up to 38,000. So let's see here. Tau had 1588. The Drukhari had 644. Space Marines had 325. And then everybody else was a couple hundred before they were taken out. So around 300. And then I wanted to look at the Space Marines. So for their Primaris, yeah, that's a pretty fair amount of Primaris guys. But I guess it's not asymmetric. It's probably 20% of their forces. And since there's so many different Primaris units, I guess that checks out okay. It always seems like I see a lot of them, but I think that's maybe because I'm just hyper aware of them showing up, since they're newer units. But yeah, that's the Tau. So pretty much try to get your city going, fight through the Utopia for most of it. You want to use your heroes. I mean, obviously I would have gotten more commanders going, because if I would have done the get the significant range damage reduction in addition to the increased damage, and then you can start throwing on the accuracy as well. That can help nullify the penalties that you're getting by moving those storm surges around, and then getting the storm surges up and running, you know, getting all those attacks, doing lots of damage. Unfortunately, their stomp ability just did not work very well, because everything either had tons of damage reduction or had a lot of armor, in which case the stomp ability does not work. It's really meant to be against the low tier infantry and things like the Tyranids and Astra Militarum. Those things are really at risk for the stomp ability, but unfortunately everybody around us was not. And then even the drones and things were helping our Tau get through there, but we were able to survive kind of by holding on just barely. There were several times where I thought we were going to bring the campaign to a close, but thankfully we were able to just barely squeak by and get the win. So I will make a guide about how to play the Tau. Obviously this wasn't the best showing of them, but you never will have a best showing when you're playing these quest victories because they're kind of meant to play it in a very different way. But hopefully that gives you an idea of most of the backstories. People were saying that they couldn't understand what I was saying on the original quest victory because when I was trying to read some of those texts, nobody could hear it because of my old microphone setup. So hopefully it should be a little more clear this time compared to the prior playthroughs. And I like to use the if you're wondering how I had the voices going for the story, it's the Too Many Voices mod. As you're aware, if you've been watching my videos, I'm a huge fan of that. And so if there's a faction that has the Too Many mods that you want me to go back and do the quest victory again for, just let me know and I can get that uploaded, because I do plan on going through and redoing those because frequent requests. Now I don't know if I'll necessarily go back and do like a total conquer victory all over again. Maybe someday, but I want to kind of break this up a little bit. I am doing the Darfall campaigns while we're making our way through this, so this kind of gives me a way to alternate between the two games, because the Darfall sometimes takes a bit of processing to edit it, as do these videos, so I can kind of jump between the two, and that will make it a little more tolerable and give a little more variety, which should be good, because otherwise I don't know if it'll be... People find it interesting beating all the 4-day missions on Darfall, followed by 7 days and then 10 days and then the final batch back to back. That might be too similar, so kind of alternating that a little bit with the Gladius may help people, especially those that are more into the Warhammer 40,000 video games, whereas Darfall is not, because while I do some variety games, for the most part I play a lot of Warhammer video games, as you can probably tell by my playlist. So with that, I'm going to sign off for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. It encourages me to post more content for you. Have a great day.